Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reacting to episode 2 of Demon Slayer. And this is a blind reaction. I actually don't know much about the story otherwise than what I've seen in episode 1 and stuff like that. I do want to mention something though that I did think about after I watched the first episode, and I actually failed to mention it. I was kind of critiquing the fact that, he didn't go back to see his family after hearing that there's a demon roaming around and stuff like that. But when I thought about it, I was like, well, no, it makes sense because he doesn't really think, or at least he doesn't acknowledge the fact that there might be a demon there. I mean, he somewhat does think about it because he remembers his grandma mentioning things around those lines that there is demons. But I guess demons aren't like as common as I thought they would be, because he's never encountered one and I don't think he's ever heard of one before then. So I guess that might be why he didn't head back. But then again, he contradicts himself by staying with the man. But maybe he just stayed with the man just to make the man feel better. So I don't know. I thought it was a little flaw, but it's not really when you think about it, because he didn't really think that there was an actual demon out there. I mean, the thought might have crossed his mind, but he's like, nah, they probably not are real. So I just wanted to mention that before I watched this episode. So that wasn't that much of a flaw when you actually really do think about it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop wasting your guys' time and let's just dive right into it. I did test it out. There shouldn't be any buffering or anything like that this time, so it should be all good. From last time we left off, he was heading to get trained. He was heading to a mountain, I think it was, to get trained by the demon hunters. He just said no, it's fine. It's free. Why is he insisting on paying it? Oh, he hurt his arm by doing that. That wasn't even some small change. It was quite a bit of money. Oh no, she's gone. Oh no, she's still there. Now, last time I checked, she shrunk a little bit. Oh, here's the opening. I don't know. I think last time I did leave it in the video, and there wasn't any problems. So I think I should be fine by leaving it. But then again, like, I want to watch it. All right, I'll just edit it out. So I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, the opening's over. Oh, I like the artistic style of the title of the episode. I like that. I like that a lot. She dug a hole. My kid sister. Oh, so she is younger. I thought she was older. She looked pretty tall. So he is the oldest. Oh, she's avoiding sun. So previously, when she existed, or why would I choose those words? When she was when we first were introduced to her being a demon, it was snowing, so that covered some of the sun. So I guess that was fine. But now in this sense, oh, so he makes a little basket for her. I love how he's talking slow to see if she understands. Oh, while I was watching the opening, I thought about it. I'm like, why didn't the rest of the family members become demons just like her? But then I realized that it was because she was the only one that was in contact with the demon's blood, I guess. I think that's what they mentioned before. Oh, so he's asking if she could turn even smaller then. Because apparently, I guess she has control of her size. So she can't go smaller and bigger. I guess. I don't know. I think she just stuffed herself too. So yeah, he's heading to a mountain, like I thought. Why is it dangerous? Is there bandits or is there demons around? That'd be interesting if he does have to fight a demon before he even gets there. And then that's maybe how we get introduced to the rest of the hunters. Or slayers. Whatever you want to call them. I think they call them hunters. At least that's what the subtitles say. Maybe the words in Japan are interchangeable. So now she can walk around. But I don't know. I would be kind of scared of walking around with her. Because wouldn't people recognize that she's a demon? He smells blood. Someone must have gotten hurt. So it looks like there might be actual... Yeah, like I thought, that he might encounter a demon or something on the way. Which I don't think he's ready to fight a demon right now. I mean, he does have this... Oh my. Oh my. Holy. This is my turf? Oh, he senses the other demon. He senses his sister. So they fight over territories like that. And he's able to talk, but she's not. Wait, why is she react? She's oh, she recognizes. Oh, she's remembering her family. There's something off about you. Are you both humans? Why is she different? I was gonna ask, are old demons maybe somewhat still with it? Like, are their personalities? Oh no, he's dead. Oh, he got a good hit. He's really smooth at reacting. He's a quick reaction time. I should heal in no time. Yeah, he did just eat too. So he's probably really strong. Oh no. His little sister's crying. She witnessed it too. Oh god. How awful. She got to see her mother and all her siblings die. Oh, yo, he's quick. I knew it. He was no match. I'm surprised he got that hit, though. That was a clean hit, too. Is she gonna fight? She looks angry. Her demon eyes. Oh, yo! Is he dead, though? Yeah, he's dead. She knocked his head clean off. Is he? No, I thought so. He's still alive. Yes, I didn't think that would just take him out. She just kicks him aside. Yo, what a bad girl. Oh, so he's still able to talk too. This reminds me of he looks very similar to that one ant from the Chimera ant from Hunter x Hunter. He has the same hair and everything. Oh, this is gonna be an epic fight. So it looks like demons fight over territory and things like that. Wait, did he just sprout arms out of his head? They can do that? Or maybe it's only hit because maybe each demon has their own special power. Because for her it would probably be the change in size and stuff like that, and for this guy it's to grow arms out of his ears, I guess. Or could they all do that? He headbutted him. I guess. I mean, he didn't have a choice. He's able to control his hair, too. His head's like a rock. Well, I guess he is hard-headed. I guess that was stated earlier. I think your sister's okay, though. I don't think your sister needs you. But it's very kind of you to come. Oh no, never mind. Yo, my dude, you just jumped off the cliff. I like the sound effect. It's like a sword sheathing and then unsheathing, I guess. And then he just falls. Would that kill him? I don't think... No, they have healing factors, that's right. Oh no, it did kill him. Maybe there's a certain limit. So it's almost like they have like a HP bar, and once they run out of that HP bar, they can't heal themselves. Like it's like the amount of damage you do to them. Because they could just keep healing it, keep healing it, keep healing it, right? Up to a certain point, like there's a limit to them. If you want to look at it in a scientific way, oh well, he's probably still around. In a scientific way, there's only a certain amount of times that your cells can be regenerated and stuff like that. And maybe he's able to extend that by eating other humans and stuff like that. But there's a certain limit after that. I didn't hear his footsteps. Oh, I'm guessing, yeah, like I thought, this is probably how he gets introduced to the hunters. Yeah. You have to completely pulverize the head. I bet he's gonna suffer. He deserves it though. Well, no, maybe he is someone. He could be a victim of his circumstances, similar to his sister. He's too kind and can't make decisions. He's facing a demon, yet the scent of kindness remains. Oh, so he has a really good sense of smell too. Maybe that's something most demon slayers share in common. He's never going to make it. So his body did die, but not his head. I guess we get to see what happens if his sister does stay out in the sun. Oh. Oh no, the poor girl is near the corpses. Oh, I feel so bad for her. I'm really curious as to how old they are, too. Yeah. He buried them. Oh, okay. Thank God. You can't be hesitant anymore. You can't. Not in the face of demons. I mean, I get it. I understand. Like, you kind of see them as humans. You kind of see them as just normal people. Just like your sister. Your sister could just as much be one of them as well. What will you do when your sister devours a human? It's true. She has to. I mean, she has to eat. See, he hesitated again. But I understand in that situation. It's because your resolve is too weak. Oh, he said either you kill her or you kill yourself. No in between. It wasn't like, no, you kill her or she kills you. No, you kill yourself, my dude. I'm going to test you. Demon Slayer corpse. Sorry about that. Anyways. So he is training. He's not training him. He's testing him to see if he really is up to joining the Demon Slayer Corps. See, she looks older. I thought she was older than him. So they both work together to help the siblings. Their personalities and how their relationship was with their family and their siblings and their mother as well. So just as much as he suffered, she's suffering too. Are we gonna see his face? The test starts now. That wasn't even the test. I love that. So he's gonna take care of her? In the meantime, while he goes up to the mountain to train. You know what? That I will admit, I'm thinking about it now. His sister was able to do all that damage to that other demon while starving. So she is at a weakened state, which that was very impressive if you ask me. I'm not gonna wait till daybreak. There's traps though. So the test is for him to come back before daybreak. But he has a nice sense of smell, so he's able to smell him, but he's not going to get lost. But there's a lot of traps, and that's something he can't smell. It's traps. There's traps everywhere. The air's thin here. Yeah, because you're up in high elevations. So it is a pretty good challenge. Yeah, get yourself under control. If you take it slow, you should be able to either sniff out the. You know what? His sense of smell is really good. He's able to smell cats within things that have fallen. So he should be able to sniff out the traps. Yeah. Look at him go. But why are you running? I guess he has to make it before daybreak as well. Oh, man. It's true. Even though he's able to sense them and smell where they are coming from and stuff like that, doesn't mean he can just dodge them all. You know, his body does have his limits. I'm actually surprised he's caring for her that much. It's almost daybreak. And my dude didn't come back yet. Oh, he did. Look at him. Hey, at least he got like some food ready for him though. There's a pot of stew right there. Oh, so he sent a message through the crow. So that's what was the crow doing in the beginning of the episode. So he told him his whole story and everything like that. That's how he knew about him. I thought they talked. I mean, like, I knew they talked, but it's really interesting that they talk through crows. Become your heir? What does that mean? Why is he going so far for this kid? I mean, I guess he does respect him somewhat because he was able to do all that to him. And then on top of that, his sister is impressive as well. The fact that she's fighting through the whole demon instincts and stuff like that. But what does he mean by heir? Like his protege, like his student or something like that, maybe? Is that what he means? Or does he mean like did he go through a similar circumstance? Maybe he's a demon himself. That's too far out there. He's able to run through the sun and stuff like that. Wait, no. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That's true. Yes. I was about to say no. When we saw him in the morning that one time, he was in the shadows, but no. Anyways, I don't want to watch the preview to the next episode because I don't want to be spoiled or anything like that. I kind of want to go into every episode kind of blindly and stuff like that. But so far he started training. I'm guessing this mass dude. I forget their. I'm really bad with names. What's his name? I think it says it in the title of the episode. It's Sakanoji, something like that. Sakanoji Urokodaki, something like that. Something around those lines is his name. I'm guessing. I'm really curious as to what did he mean by heir. It could be something as simple as just becoming his next student or something like that. But has he trained anyone else before that? Or could it be he's the one that gives him the sword and he inherits the sword? And because I'm like, how does he gain that power? I'm curious because you see in the opening where he's able to use this sword, and with this sword he's able to use like these like waves that's drawn in like that artistic style, that old Japanese artistic style of the waves and stuff like that, which is beautiful in my opinion. I think that's one of the most beautiful like attacks of any anime I've ever seen, in my opinion. It's very unique. It's a beautiful style. Maybe that's why people like the manga. If I remember correctly, the manga is actually drawn really, really well. If I remember correctly, I don't know if it is this anime per se or if it was another one. I want to look it up, but if I look it up, there probably would be spoilers and stuff like that. But I think that might be why a lot of people are drawn to the manga, because the art style is really beautiful. If the art style is anything like the anime, at least with that attack, that must be beautiful. I can't imagine looking at that in a panel. Like, wow, that would be beautiful. Anyways, anywho, I don't know if that's like an anime only thing or if it wasn't actually in the manga that it was drawn like that. I'm guessing it is though. My thoughts on this episode, pretty decent episode. Story progression, quite a bit of story progression. We're going forward. He got to meet another demon hunter, at least the one that he's supposed to train under. And I'm curious as to what direction it goes after this. I'm also very curious as to he was really nice to her, surprisingly. So I don't know. There has to be something there, maybe. He also was maybe the guy who previously, had to deal with this with his sister as well. I'm very curious because that was mentioned in the story. Remember in the episode 1, the one guy that he fought in the first episode, that there was a story just like this, but then his sister tried to attack him, and then he had to kill him. Or no, did he die? I don't remember. I need to rewatch the episode again to be sure about that detail. Did he die or did he kill her? I don't remember. I think he killed her. Also, we get to see the flaw with what's his name? Tanjiro? Tanjiro, I think is his name. We get to see his biggest flaw, which his biggest flaw is his hesitation. So once he gets rid of that hesitation, he probably would be very, very strong. As we've seen, he's really, really good. His reaction time is incredibly fast. Fighting a demon who's just fed, and he's able to slash him. But then again, he probably was kind of, what's the word? He was kind of, he didn't even care because, no matter what, anything, like a human couldn't harm him. Forget what's the word now. I can't think of it on the top of my head. It's not entitled. Not stubborn. I can't think of it right now. Anyways, so once he deals with that flaw, I think he should be a good fighter, in my opinion. I guess he does eventually become a good fighter because we see in the opening. But I wonder how long it's going to take for him to get rid of that hesitation. What is it going to take? What events are going to lead to him getting rid of that hesitation, being like, I can't hesitate anymore. I can't, take forever to make decisions like this. I need to act right now. And I can't wait to see what happens in that situation. What's going to put him in that situation, and what's going to be that breaking point, per se. Anyways, I did like the episode. I do see a lot of potential with the anime. I like his trainer. I like how he's, giving him like those ultimatums and stuff like that, because he does have to be put in that situations, because it could happen. His sister one day could snap and then eventually have to attack people, and then people could die because of that. Or there could be another demon and people could die because he hesitates to kill that demon, which I think might happen further on. And I think that's going to be the breaking point. Anyways, if you like my reaction, please leave a like. Also, subscribe if you guys want to see more. I think from now on, I kind of want to react to it once a week, because I kind of want to watch it at the same pace that most people probably did, where it came out every single week or something around those lines. I don't know per se what day I would want to do the reactions for it, but I just want to do it weekly from now on. Just take it slow, watch it the same way. That way I can probably rewatch the episode again and again a few times, and then when I go in and do the live reaction for the next episode, I'm kind of like, I have everything refreshed in my mind, and I analyzed everything in the previous episode and things like that, because I do like the series, and I see that it could live up to the hype, and I want to actually analyze it and see if it is worth, actually being the top manga to sell this year. Anyways, I'll end the video with that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!